tutorial, I'll show you how to make a hanging succulent sphere like that one right there. I love this project because all the materials are really cheap and easy to find at the hardware store, and the plants are difficult to kill and drought resistant. So if you live in California like I do, that's a huge plus, or if you have a black thumb, you can probably still keep these plants alive. For this project, you'll need one cocoa plant liner, a wire hanger, wire cutters to cut through the hanger, utility scissors, something pointy like a screwdriver to stab through the cocoa liner, a variety of colors and types of succulent plants that need similar care, and some twine. Start by taking all of your succulents out of their pots. You're going to use the dirt and fill up the cocoa liner about halfway, and then separate all of the succulents into individual pieces, being careful not to rip off all of their roots. When you've filled up the cocoa liner about halfway, you'll want to cut several wedges out of the edge of the cocoa liner. The wedges are going to continue down almost to the middle of the liner so that you can fold over the pieces. Once you've gotten to the point where you can fold them over into a sphere and the shape isn't too squat, pile a little extra dirt in the center and fold all of them over. You may have to cut quite a bit, and the dirt is going to get everywhere. That's just how this project is going to go. Once you've gotten it mostly into a sphere, begin wrapping it with your twine. You'll want to move the twine about 1 inch to either side each time you wrap it around, just to make sure that you're getting a nice wide area wrapped up in that twine. If there are any areas that stick out more than others, wrap those several times with the twine, and then roll it around on a hard surface to try and get your shape as spherical and smooth as possible. If there are any really noticeable dents, you can always fill those in with extra potting soil or some excess piece of your cocoa liner that you cut off. Just add a little bit more twine to make sure you're holding it securely in place, and continue wrapping around your sphere. Once you're done with that, go ahead and tie it off, and then roll it a few more times on a hard surface until it's nice and round and smooth. Once you're done with that, you're ready to move on to the next step. Stretch out your coat hanger lengthwise, and then measure how much of it you need to fit all the way through your sphere. Cut off the excess loop at the bottom because you're going to just be using the hook portion. Use your screwdriver to poke a couple of holes in your sphere, and then wiggle that closed hanger all the way through the sphere until the ends pop out the other side. Use your wire cutters to cut off the excess, and then bend the tips of those prongs that you made over and towards each other so that they're going to be holding the full weight of the sphere onto the hook. Now you're ready to start adding your plants. Make a nice big hole using your sharp object, and make sure it's large enough to fit all of the roots of the plant and a little bit of the stalk. Put the plant into the hole, and then press a little bit of the cocoa liner in around the plant to make sure it's going to hold it in place. If you find that some of your plants are sagging, you can always take a little bit of twine, tie it on, and then put it underneath the plants to support the weight for a little while until the root systems pick up and everything grows firmly into place. You'll want to make sure that you're spacing out your plants evenly and putting a nice variety of color in every area of your sphere. I recommend using a spray bottle and spritzing them once or twice a week, depending on what you think they need. Hang them in an area with full sun on some twine or a piece of chain and enjoy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, share, and subscribe, and check out my channel for other fun DIY projects.